Hey everyone, I'm Rudy Oliva and you're watching Smokey and the Barbecue. Today, I'm going to show you how I smoke pork spare ribs on my Weber Kettle grill. Let's go ahead and get the fire going and we'll get started. Okay, so I already got my grill basket in there, so I'm going to go ahead and put in a tumbleweed and add a couple handfuls of lump charcoal. And let's give it a light. Water dish. Put my grate back on. So this is the rack of spare ribs that I'm going to be doing today. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the membrane off. Okay, so now I'm ready to season, and I'm going to start with the bottom. And as usual, salt, pepper, and garlic are going to be the three things I'm going to use today. So I'm going to start off with the coarse kosher salt. Followed by coarse ground black pepper. And garlic powder. Let's flip it around, do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so the coals are looking pretty good. They're all lit, nice and hot. I'm going to take a hickory chunk and I'm going to set it right there on top. I'm going to give that a second to catch, and then I'm going to put the lid on. All right, guys, so I was just giving this a few minutes to heat up, and we're just about ready to throw the ribs on, but just a couple of things I wanted to go over. So the ribs are going to go on this side where the vent is, and the fire is on this side where the thermometer is. So what I want to happen is I want that smoke to come over the ribs and then out that vent. That's how we're going to get that indirect low and slow cooking. But what that's also going to do, though, with a Weber Kettle is because the thermometer is directly over the fire, this is going to read much hotter than what's actually over on the side of the ribs. So as long as you're maybe not going over 400, you should be good to go. And whenever I see this smoke start dying out, that's when I know I need another wood chunk, and I'll add it in. All right, guys, so while those ribs are cooking, I just wanted to give a shout out to my friend Nikki. She's the one that makes me these awesome hats. So if you're interested in something like this, please check out her page. I will put a link in the description below. And also, if you use promo code SMOKY, you'll get a discount from now to the end of June. So definitely check it out. Okay, so I'm just over an hour in, so let's open it up and see how it's looking. All right, starting to get some nice color, but my wood chunk burned up, so I'm going to go ahead and put another one in. So before I cover it up, I'm going to give it a spray with a mixture of half water and half apple cider vinegar. All right, we'll check back in another hour. Okay, so I'm at the 2-hour mark. Let's check it out. That is actually looking very nice. I do, however, want to get my temperature up a little bit. I've been right around 300, 350, so I want to bring it up a bit. So I'm going to throw a few more pieces of charcoal in there. And I'm not doing any more wood chunks because I don't want the smoke flavor to be overpowering. Almost forgot. Let's give it another spray. All right, good to go. All right, guys, so here's where we're at. I'm at the 2.5-hour mark, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the rib rack off of there, and I'm going to wrap it in foil. Now, once I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and bring it inside. I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees, and I'm going to finish it in the oven. Now, a couple reasons for that. Number one, once you wrap it in foil, you're not picking up any more flavor from the grill. All you're doing is just finishing it with the heat. So there's no sense in wasting charcoal. The other reason, it's 95 degrees out here, and with the humidity, it feels like 104. So it has been a very, very hot day. And also, when I'm looking to the north, I see some clouds forming, so I might be getting rained on as well in a little bit. So let's go ahead and get this wrapped, and I'll bring it inside. All right. Set them on there just like that. Wrap it up. All right, let's get it inside. All right, guys, so I just hit the 3.5 hour mark. I went ahead and pulled it out. Let's check the internal temperature on the ribs and see how they look. All right, so we are at 201 internal, so that is perfect. Yeah, once you see the meat pulling back like that from the bone, you know they're ready. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it back up and stick it in an empty cooler for a little while so it rests. All right, so it's been resting for about an hour. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Let's see how it looks. Is that what you wanted?
You like it?
So good. Yours is better than anyone. Or anyone else.
All right, guys, so full disclosure, I actually hadn't made a rack of ribs in probably over a year, and probably longer than that since I've made it actually in the Weber. So I was a little bit nervous, but it turned out great. Family loved it, so I was happy with it. From start to finish, I think it took me total about like 4 hours to get it done. And the rain did move in for probably less than 10 minutes. But anyway, turned out great. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.